Okay, wow, that was instantly. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dino action. Maximum scary dinos. I have moved Kogla and Yadaro to the sideboard, as you can see right there. Hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday. I do have Monday off, so that's going to be pretty nice. Maybe I can do even a little bit more Sunday night. We'll see. But always often dino action. But Max Vanquish. For Vanquisher's banner here, the thumbnail art that I used today for 5. So sometimes in line with the Great Henge, you gotta think. Maybe a Ripjaw Raptor is out, or perhaps they've killed lots of the creatures and the Great Henge that I'm holding on to is still pretty costly, and it might not have much of an effect. You know, if I top deck it or I play it later on, I'd then have to play some dino to get the card draw, and it would have to enter, which certainly could be interrupted. A counter spell before the dinosaur even enters, and I don't even get that card draw. Where Vanquisher's banner, always 5, I could play it with nothing out quite easily, and Great Henge not so much. So I kind of think I really should try this out a little bit more. It certainly has done fantastically today and a few times in the past, but just because it cares about a specific creature type, choosing a creature, of course it's going to be dinosaurs. I think it's going to be good. Yes, 5 ways. Whew. All right. Oh, low battery power. I might have to plug my phone in. It's down to 10%, so hopefully it lasts. I'll be crossing my fingers. Checking the chat. It should last. But yeah, you play this, hopefully. I have a bunch of dinos out already. Immediately it has an impact of dinosaurs you control, get +1/+1. Lovely. I can have multiples of these, draw multiple cards, power up multiple times. I'm quite excited. Quite excited indeed. Not a whole lot of interaction, of course. Kogla and Yadaro last night was in here, switching out Vanquisher's banner for this. But I think it's still going to do the trick. Ripjaw Raptor and Shifting Ceratops, starting off with those quite nicely to buy us some time to play this, or Regisaur, or Carnage, or Tyrannosaurus Rex. Man, I played a lot of Dimir today. Again, it was like 6-7 different matches against Dimir Control, or some flavor of Dimir, and a Rakdos Midrange I took down quite nicely indeed. Having this lovely, lovely package. We're definitely going to see Vanquisher's banner go off at least a little bit tonight. Hopefully. Mana base wise, nothing too crazy because, again, it is just Thunderherd Migration. The 6 basic lands, maybe I draw a couple basics and then there's still a bunch left over for the future potential Thunderherd Migrations that I draw. Beseju, well, that has come in pretty good. I haven't used it a whole lot, but it is nice that it's a bargain bin rare, you could say. It's as expensive as any other rare on here because you just need a wild card, and that is fantastic stuff as always. Castle Garenbrig powering out the same things. Basically, it was mostly the same as last night. Inscription of Abundance in the sideboard there. I think I had that last night. Brotherhood's End, I think, was Kogla and Yadaro. Sometimes it's hard to keep track exactly what I switch around, even though it doesn't change a whole lot. I say we jump into the matches, get the job done, and watch me face no control whatsoever. It's just going to be all aggro, mono red. Yeah, that'd be alright. Certainly nice starting off with Ripjaw Raptor. Whenever it's dealt damage, you draw a card. A lovely 4 or 5 body, as always. Scares away Bone Crusher Giant at the very least. Graveyard Trespasser. All that stuff. Doesn't get rid of Shieldred, but Vanquisher's banner could bring Ripjaw Raptor's power up to 5, where we then threaten Shieldred. And I'm into Diamond as well. I forgot to mention. Flew right up into there. Lovely stuff. That seems like a pretty lovely hand, hopefully. Well, okay, good. They don't have a Thoughtseize. So we should be able to get Thunderherd Migration off next turn. Oh, mono black Waste Not. This is going to be a little bit rough, I must say. I'm sure Huntmaster would go down next turn, so we'll definitely play it safe and certainly get a forest. Yeah, I like it. Tranquil Throwback or something like that. I'm kind of thinking of starting off with it, and then you move Ripjaw Raptor into the sideboard there. Just catch graveyard strategies by surprise, exiling their graveyard or destroying an artifact or enchantment. Might be a little bit nicer than Ripjaw to start, just to have coverage for a bunch of stuff. However, Tyranic Rex, well, might be a tough time getting to that. I'll keep the curve as low as possible with everything I have in my hand. I'm going to go for Huntmaster and Huntmaster. Shifting in Ripjaw next turn if I draw another source of green. Just barf the hand as much as possible. Hopefully getting to nothing. But they do have Gyreach Sanitarium, which forces us to draw cards. Then we have to discard it, and that's just not fun. Kind of thinking Vanquisher's Banner is probably the best thing. I may not want to draw a whole bunch more. Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, sometimes you just get fortunate. You see your waste not exactly where you wanted to see it. Nah, no blocks. Let's reduce, well, hopefully something that we draw as much as possible. Sometimes you just won't get it done. Leyline of Sanctity would do the trick, giving us hexproof. Yeah, oh, that would be pretty lovely. If discard a land, we were flooded. We want a creature, so that actually is helping us a decent amount. Still a little bit worried about all those zombie tokens. Yeah, we got something. Carnage Tyrant we could play next turn. Hopefully those zombies attack, and then I can maybe send Carnage Tyrant straight for Liliana. Oh, I don't know. Sacrifice them. Okay, Hasty. Shifting Ceratops is a possibility, or we just keep drawing lands. Nothing much you can do there. Oh, Tegrid is, yeah, no. We're not beating that. Just a wee bit unlucky, but Waste Not is definitely going to get wasted with Tranquil Throwback. My, oh my. Ripjaw Raptor, yeah, well, again, I may not want to draw a whole lot of stuff. Galta. I'll get rid of Galta. That'd be painful if Tegrid got Galta, if I had to discard it or something like that. And no thank you. Coglin Yadaro, yeah. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to do that. Going to bring in all four of them. Just so I have, a nice body, but also a chance to fight and kill Tegrid if they drop it. Could be Inscription of Abundance as well. Oof, that's not going to do it. A painful hand of 3 Ripjaw Raptors. Okay, that's definitely quite a bit better. All lands, we'll send that to the bottom. Want to keep all the lands in Huntmaster and Vanquisher's Banner. Cross your fingers, there's no Fatal Push. Oof, there's no Fatal Push. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so it seems like they just drew it, perhaps. That might be nice. You know what, I'll get rid of Vanquisher's Banner, just in case. I want to keep hitting the land drops and get to Carnage Tyrant next turn. Of course, I'm going to have to sacrifice Ripjaw, unfortunately. A Regis or Alpha, something like that would be quite lovely. Yeah. Gotta be a mountain. Hoping for another land next turn. Ouch. I'll give Otepic Huntmaster a go, but if they kill it, that's probably over. We're still out of range of Carnage Tyrant. Yeah. I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see what we draw. But it's going to be an uphill battle, that's for sure. Oh, Guy Reach Sanitarium. No, thank you. Have to be something hasty, which don't have. So, sacrifice. I'm going to try for Shifting Ceratops. Maybe Liliana of the Veil makes us sacrifice it, or they do the ultimate. We'll see. Imagine Shifting is going to go down here. At least I don't have to worry about a Liliana. I could give back to it. 1, 3, definitely this one. Alright. Oh, they have another. Oh, this nuts. Nox, how's it going? Yeah, let's stop the pain and suffering. Yeah, a wee bit bumpy to start tonight. Can't win them all, that's for sure. But still, going good. Lovely with the Vanquisher's banner. Not so lovely against that particular deck. Mono black, discard, waste not. Sometimes it wastes us. Pretty rough. Especially when you have nothing in hand. Maybe we could refill it. But again, you wouldn't want to have a bunch of stuff that you just keep discarding. Painful for everything. This should be good right here. Oh, definitely. I mean, Sheltered Thicket, Thunderherd Migration, Marauding Raptor, getting to Regis or Alpha at some point. It does look like something enchantment related, I imagine. I'm going to go for Thunderherd Migration just because well, Marauding Raptor doesn't power out any creature that I have at the moment on turn 3. Don't imagine they can counter this, but you never know. Okay, good stuff. Oh, nice to hear, nice to hear. Huh. Yes, this is 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation with Yorion as the companion instead of Karuga to draw a lot of cards, which is pretty interesting. Usually it's Karuga, just because they have quite a few things with a mana value 3 or more, and when Karuga enters, they draw cards to each other permanent they control with mana value 3 or greater, and that oftentimes is quite a bit. But this is good if Marauding Raptor sticks around. Tranix Rex next turn, or Beseiju to take out Enigmatic Incarnation. No. It would be nice for this to come in clutch so early in the stream. Oh, they're going to do something to Marauding, I think. They took a peek at it. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing. Don't want them to get Elish Norn. Phew. I feel they would have sacrificed Fires of Invention, got Elish Norn, Mother of Machines for 5, and it would have just been pain and suffering after that. Definitely not blocking. Oh, this is going to be good stuff. Oof, my. Certainly, Tranix Rex. That's going to be the most explosive total power. Maybe Leyline Binding could be coming down for a single white on Marauding Raptor. I think that's about to happen here. Probably. If it doesn't, going to be quite fantastic. Hitting them for 12. Ouch. 2 Register Alphas coming up, and we're off to the races. Okay, just 8. That's alright. Enigmatic Incarnation going to sacrifice Leyline Binding. And if they don't play anything, they won't have an extra 4 to pay the ward 4 cost of T-Rex if they wanted to try and steal it. If they got an Agent of Treachery for 7. Traxa. Yikes. Nothing too crazy that they're going to grab from the top 10 cards here. Affordable hold, not a problem. Omen of the Sea, not a problem. I imagine Atrax is probably going to block Tyrannix Rex. Oof, but Carnage turn to boot. Let me think. You know what, I'm just going to go for Regisaur Alpha. I think the Regisaur might survive. Next turn, Hasty Carnage Torrent, the same as if I had played Carnage Torrent this turn. I like that. And I'm pretty sure Atraxa wants to block T-Rex. Well, we'll see. Moonblessed Cleric probably blocking Marauding. And oh, interesting. Huh. So they better have a way to stop Tyrannix, or else they will die next turn when they get to 10 poison counters. Cross your fingers. They can probably pay the ward 4 cost if they have something that costs 2 or 3. They will have at least 4 left over. But they're caught between a rock and a hard place. That's not too good. Well, it's pretty good for a T-Rex if they don't get a creature out here. Oof, Titan of Industry is not so fun, I must say. Pretty much need another T-Rex. Yeah. Gotta be Elish Norn. Okay, as I was worried about. However, can we make anything good happen? Of course, they double block Tyrannix. That's how it's got to be. Yeah, Carnage threaten enough stuff. Maybe if I attack with everything, they'll forget that. Even if a point of damage gets through with T-Rex, they get to 10 poison counters. Swing with everything, because if I don't, it's definitely over. We'll see how blocking goes. And I'll just cross my oath. They know what they're doing. That will do it. Well, okay, we got the stuff to bring the hate against 5 color. Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, Back to Nature, not Inscription of Abundance, Tranquil Throwback, Koglan Yadaro, 100%. This is going to be lovely stuff. Now, the question becomes, Ripjaw? Switch Ripjaw with Tranquil Throwback. This definitely is going to come in handy, taking out artifacts and, of course, enchantments. Possibly exiling their graveyard, but of course the main part is the destroy target artifact or enchantment. Vanquisher's Banner? Maybe. Tranix Rex is lovely. You know what? I kind of... Oh, no, I want Koglan Yadaro. I want to fight stuff. Possibly Nox. Hard to say, I lose track sometimes, just because I play it so much. You know, things kind of blend together. Galta maybe could be nice and surprising, but I definitely want a lot of enchantment hate. Ouch, on Galta. I want to keep Inventor's Banner. One Huntmaster. Maybe could have trimmed perhaps another Huntmaster. I did see portable holes, unfortunately. Temporary lockdown also could be a possibility. Temporarily exiling creatures with mana value 2 or less, I believe. Might be 3 or less, but that is a keeper, 100%. Oof, oh boy. It's got to be... Well, I'll try for a mountain. Just in case I draw a source of green, I might not have to use Beseju as a land. We'll see. Just in case. Yeah, I mean, there's a Back to Nature and 2 Tranquil Throwbacks. They're not gonna hopefully do a whole lot with all this destroying of enchantments we got going on here. Very exciting stuff. Okay. That's how it's got... Oh, no. That's how it's got to be. I'll reveal Regis or Alpha, let's say. Probably didn't matter a whole lot, but make them not too worried. We don't have anything that would bring the pain, and then we're going to bring the pain. A 4th land next turn would be nice. Maybe just Tranquil Throwback to get some enchantment. Although I don't think they'll play a whole lot. Yes, because they got the Trams and we got the lands. Don't exactly want to play Tranquil Throwback yet. We'll wait. A 5th land, we're definitely off to the races there. Oh, a Huntmaster is very good stuff. Still left with 2 for Back to Nature. Quite nice. Might be able to get Huntmaster back if they do a Leyline Binding or something like that, which they might do. Fires of Invention and Enigmatic Incarnation the following turn, sacrificing Leyline Binding, getting a Traxar or something nasty. Let's see, let's hope that's how it goes. Okay, good stuff. Perhaps they don't have Leyline Binding, which is also quite nice. Increase the chance of getting to Regis or Alpha. Maybe they think I have protection for Huntmaster, perhaps. Something that gives hexproof and... Ooh. Hopefully they play another enchantment this turn. I definitely don't want to use Back to Nature. But certainly I could see Tranquil Throwback next turn. Maybe getting rid of Path of the World Tree, but both those enchantments are not super scary. Path of the World Tree, they can pay 2 and 1 mana of each color, 7 in total. Sacrifice it to gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. We would lose 2 life. We would deal 2 damage to up to 1 creature, and they make a bear. So, yeah, I guess it does a bunch of stuff. whenever they get enough mana to pay for that thing. Ossification. Well. It's got to be back to nature now. Phew. Get Huntmaster back. Be able to go Regis or Alpha. Beautiful stuff indeed. Bunch of Tranquil Frillbacks going to bring the pain, and hopefully they don't sweep us next turn. But yeah, it should be good with all of this stuff. Even if Huntmaster goes down, I still would have, you know, an extra green to pay for Frillback's ability. If I draw another source of green, I could go Tranquil Frillback, get something. Oh. Interesting that they didn't exile Regis or Alpha. Huh. Would have been nice getting him back. But maybe they have Leyline Binding or something like that. Certainly shifting and hasty. That's where it's at. They must have something for someone. I'd certainly be surprised if that wasn't the case. There it is. We drew it out. And we just hope it's not Enigmatic Incarnation next turn. It's interesting. They're not exiling the big stuff. Of course there was a token, so I don't ever get the token back. I must say that is pretty fantastic. And as long as it's not Enigmatic, we're probably good. If I can get rid of that Leyline Binding. We have to do something to both of them this turn. If it was Enigmatic Incarnation, to sacrifice Leyline Binding to get Agent of Treachery, can't steal Shifting Ceratops. I would imagine it's the Titan of Industry. Or they just don't have a Enigmatic Incarnation. Maybe they have a sweeper. Taking them a while. Okay. Oof, okay. Well, we're not done for yet. Yeah. Hopefully another Back to Nature. That certainly would have been lovely in this particular moment. Something big next turn. If it's a Traxa, we fly right past and kill him, which would be very nice indeed. Hopefully they grab her. Oof, okay. That's alright. Okay. Definitely Timber Crown Pathway. So I can go Tranquil Frillback, pay a green, or I can do 2 Tranquil Frillbacks. 6 damage. Take him down to 3. The Rhino would die, but I imagine they'll play other stuff. Kind of want to take out Fires of Invention, actually. That might be our best bet. Yeah. Or Tranquil Frillback, get rid of Ossification. Although I wouldn't have enough to... Yeah, it's got to be Fires of Invention. Maximum aggression it is. Although it certainly would have been nice. I should have made myself use the mountain to pay for Tranquil Frillback's ability, and could have also exiled their graveyard. Not that, again, they're going to get a whole lot back. Imagine Regisaur's go... Oh. Okay, interesting. So we keep Regis or Alpha. I do like that. Carnage Giant, that would be ideal. Clever Imposter, though. Pretty clever. For 4, you get another Titan of Industry. Gaining more life, making more rhinos. Ouch. Hopefully they sacrifice classification there. It would be nice to get back Huntmaster. Okay, so they learned their lesson. Are we basically dead next turn? That is the question. Pretty much, I would say. 14 trample damage is not fun. Yeah, no, that's going to do it. Well, sometimes you just don't make it happen. Again. They just barfed a lot of painful things, as 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation can do. Oh man, well, I was tempted to just go with Vanquisher's Banner. Maybe they would be a little bit conservative, but I think they would have swung with everything, unfortunately. Pretty sure. Special chicken, though. Boros aggro. They do have the Nahiri avatar. This hand, I can probably make it work. Got the Castle Garen break to start. Craig Crown Pathway, turn 2, but hopefully it's a dual land and I can hold off with it. Excuse me. Hold off with this at least a little bit. Looking like Rakdos Midrange, the first one of the night. No Thoughtseize is pretty good, I must say. Bit of push or stomp coming up. Man, the algorithm knows I'm good against Dimir Control, and they're like, oh, this guy faced him enough. We want to give him something a little bit more painful, perhaps. Hopefully at least a 3rd land next turn, or else it's going to be quite downhill. Rough. Man, I'm just going to retry that. They're just going to get way too far ahead. It'll be at least a few turns before I play anything, unfortunately. Tranquil Throwback, though. Exile their graveyard, destroy Reflection of Kiki Jiki, gain a bunch of life. Definitely one of my new favorites for this. Ripjar after? Possibly. Shake the fist at the algorithm, yes. That's okay. That's about as mad as you'll see me get, so basically it's pretty much the same. Which is pretty good. Yeah, we'll switch shifting. Shifting probably could die to the same stuff as Tranquil Throwback, and they aren't blue at all. And Tranquil Throwback could be quite a bit more impactful and helpful against them. Although the 5-power, of course, does trade with Sheoldred. Yeah. Galta? Well, Galta could be nice, and Tyrannix Rex. However, I want Kogla and Yadaro. Some interaction, potential to fight Sheoldred, take her out, take whoever out, and I won't make the mistake as I did a couple nights ago, I think. The opponent was at 7, the Graveyard Trespasser was tapped, and then I played Kogla and Yadaro, and I fought the Trespasser. I could have just given it haste and swung for lethal right there. Oh, that's, well, I mean, it certainly is better. I'm going to give it a whirl. I have a good feeling about this. It's a lot better than the previous start. Thunderherd Migration, though, I definitely am missing that. It's one of my favorites. Just get ahead stably with the basic land that you get from your library. I wish I could see it every game, every hand. Yeah, that would be nice. Hopefully they reprint Rampant Growth or something for 2, maybe that has some sort of condition that you can cast it for 2. Ooh. They really didn't like that frillback. Exiling graveyards, destroying their reflection. No siree. Yes, heaven. Gonna need all the luck. I've been a wee bit bumpy for sure to start. Now we're getting there. We're getting there. Would like to play Tranquil Frillback, but I want to get some use out of it eventually. Having at least an extra one to maybe destroy an artifact or enchantment. Which maybe they play Reflection here. Okay. No Reflection of Kiki Jiki yet is pretty nice, I must say. And we're at 4. Phew. Oh, good. Oh my. Hopefully they don't have a Fatal Push, but just hopefully Ripjaw slows them down. Of course, Ripjaw is safe for at least a turn, and they might have been saving that blood token to meet the requirement of Fatal Push, a permanent leaving their battlefield. Or just Power Word Kill. There's a Bedevil. That is pretty interesting. I've actually seen Bedevil a few times today. For 3 instant speed, 2 black and red, destroy an artifact creature or a planeswalker. It is quite fantastic indeed. Hopefully they don't have Fatal Push. Seems like that might not be the case because they would have certainly used it on Ripjaw instead of Bedevil. Decent card, yes, yes. Bone Crusher. I hear Bone Crusher Giant is pretty good. I don't know about you guys. That's definitely it. But yeah, I've seen Bone Crusher Giant once or twice. Seems to be alright. I think it's gaining in popularity. And people are really starting to use Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah. It's fairly good. That's a joke, if anybody was wondering. I can keep a straight face with anything. You name it. On the inside, my head is just going like that. Lalo. Mono red aggro. Man. Where's that Dimir Control? Where's Azorius Control when you need it? With this hand, so we got a good one. They can't always be good. That's for sure. And you can't always go first. But this should be quite fantastic. Castle Garenbrig getting to Carnage Tyranitar, Tyrannix Rex. This is what appears to be Boros aggro, Boros Dreadhorde Arcanist, which should be quite painful. Huntmaster probably is dead. I'd be very surprised if that wasn't the case. Boros Heroic, okay. That's odd. Yes, the recap, yeah. They wanted to cast it on somebody just so that it was in the graveyard and Dreadhorde Arcanist could recast it. Oh, this is beautiful stuff, I must say. They didn't get removal for Huntmaster. And we get to attack with it. Could that be good? Maybe. Maybe they feel extra good that we're open. They attack with both the Arcanist and the favored hoplite. If they have Reckless Rage, that's not good against Ripjaw whatsoever. Okay, attack with both things. We take a bunch of damage, but the hope is I deal a bunch next turn. And we're certainly getting there with Huntmaster at least. Like that. Galta next turn potentially, if everybody sticks around. Hasty. Beautiful. We'll see. We'll test the waters. I would imagine Huntmaster, the one I have left, does need to block whatever is biggest. We'll see how powerful they get, though. And yeah, just hope they don't have Reckless Rage. Ooh, this is going to get nasty. 8-7 trample. So they got 9 trample damage. I think they'll be able to do it here. Oh yeah, that's got to be it. 11. Okay, not dead yet. Okay, so that'll be it. Yeah. But Inscription of Abundance, I'm bringing that in. 100%. Interact with these things at instant speed, maybe when they try to slap protection on something. Possibly use the counters from Inscription of Abundance, 2/1/1 counters, to maybe save something from Reckless Rage. Could also be pretty fantastic. Galt I would like to keep. Yeah. Tranix Rex, not so much. Vanquisher's Banner, well, I'm going to trim that. Coglan Yadaro, perhaps. Of course, Tranquil Throwback, maybe exiling the graveyard. We wouldn't have to worry about Dreadhorde Arcanist replaying things. That could be quite nice indeed. Yeah. Although this would only be exiling the graveyard. Probably. They don't have much, if any, artifacts or enchantments. Alright. Let's hope that's enough interaction. Hopefully we see it, of course. See it for Ripjaw Raptor. Take out that Dreadhorde Arcanist and buy ourselves a little bit of time. Yeah, it's too bad I wasn't streaming during my streak today. Man, that was Dimir Control, Dimir Control, Dimir Control, Rakdos Midrange, Dimir Control, Dimir Control, into Diamond. Something like that. Oh, very nice. Of course, Thunderherd Migration. We're not at 3 lands. If I had a 3rd land in hand, I'd probably try Huntmaster because it could accelerate out Ripjaw or Shifting Ceratops here. If I get a 4th land next turn, I'll probably just go with Ripjaw Raptor. Imagine they'd set up a little bit with Dreadhorde Arcanist. Oof, well, the 10th District Legionnaire. That's not so fun. Yeah, gonna be Huntmaster. Hopefully it's sticking around. Hopefully it's no Reckless Rage and I can go Marauding plus Ripjaw next. But I suspect Huntmaster may be going down. Homestead Courage is pretty darn fantastic. That certainly does the trick. Yikes. A 9/5 Trample Vigilance. This is rough stuff. Did get the other land, and that makes things interesting. I imagine we'll get to Galta if, of course, we're still living. Coming up here. But definitely, it's got to be Ripjaw Raptor. Ooh. Alrighty. Possibly block with Ripjaw. Marauding next turn would still allow us for Galta. I'm going to try for that. Hopefully it doesn't have Trample, but just the Ripjaw blocking to stop a bunch of damage is going to be pretty nice. I should at least have a blocker for something. If they go God's Willing to give protection from a specific color, I'll just block with the other color that they didn't name, red or green. Reckless Rage coming up. Could still make some good stuff happen. It'll be Ripjaw though. I'm not going to risk it. Yeah. Got to do that. Oh, Coglin Yadaro, but that's crazy. The 10th District Legionnaire is too far above. However, we've got some fun stuff that might happen right now. Shifting Ceratops for 2, we're going to get our total power to play Galta for 2. That's going to be lovely stuff indeed. I hope. Imagine the 10th District Legionnaire would block Galta. Maybe they have removal or something that gives it protection. Whatever. Something up their sleeve. Ah, okay. Got hexproof and indestructible, and that's okay. Hopefully they don't get another counter on it. Galta lives. Phew. Oh, I was worried there for a second it would get to 10 power. As long as, I got shifting and marauding to block. Could be nice. Hopefully they don't have another Reckless Rage, and then we're definitely dead. Or God's willing. Okay. Very nice. Carnage Tyrant Hasty. Can't deal with that. Oh. Got him. Oof. Beautiful stuff indeed. Hasty Carnage. Galta. That definitely was the all-star. I must say. Kind of thinking Coglin Yadaro. Maybe I don't need it. Certainly they can get big enough that I can't even fight and kill them. Wombo combo, yes. You can see why I love the Queen so much. Yeah, I'm going to trim this. Vanquisher's Banner. I like that. Maybe we've traded a bunch of creatures I've double blocked to take out one of their big things. We're both left with not a whole lot, and then Vanquisher's Banner is going to allow me to refill a little bit, or just make stuff bigger than it normally is and be able to trade a little bit better with the +1/+1 to all my dinos. Ooh. A little bit downhill with the turn 1 favorite Hoplite. Always rough stuff. And the Illuminator Virtuoso, that is my public enemy number 1. However, I don't have anything that's going to... Yeah, it's got to be Marauding Raptor. I've got to try for Ripjaw next turn. And maybe just having Marauding as a 2/3. Perhaps it's going to live. However, I expect Reckless Rage. They looked at Marauding. Got to be Reckless Rage. Okay, that's alright. I expected they'd do something to the Virtuoso. Hopefully nothing to favored Hoplite. Well, phew. Oh, that is good. That is good, I must say. I was worried about that. But yeah, it would have been nice taking out Illuminator Virtuoso. We wouldn't have dealt damage because they gave it protection from red. But I figured, if anything was going to get buffed and stuff was going to happen to it, it was going to be that Virtuoso. Trying to think, I might use Marauding next turn to block something big. Nah, I'm going to pressure him with 4. Make use of its temporary buff, and this 4 damage could be all that's needed. Certainly Marauding could go down to a Reckless Rage if they draw it or whatnot. Going to be nice seeing another Marauding next turn. Definitely Thunderherd Migration. Get us to 5 mana eventually for Vanquisher's Banner. Hopefully they don't give the Virtuoso protection. Would be nice if Ripjaw could block it. Maybe drawing 2 cards if it gets to 10 power. Or 4 power, I should say. They'll hit it for 1. Not quite, because, okay. That's not so great. A 5-3. Ouch. Well, it tends to do the trick. 7-4. We're not dead yet. Doki. That, no, that's gotta do it. Well, almost doesn't. We gotta be over after that. I mean, it would be nice to fight the Illuminator Virtuoso. I don't see us doing a whole lot. Yeah, no. Can't beat it. Painful. If I'm able to, I killed the Illuminator on site, no questions asked. It's got double strike. It gets absolutely nasty and massive. Scary. Scary stuff indeed. Yeah. It's going to be bumpy sometimes. Can't always be smooth sailing. Oh, down to 6%. Should be able to last the whole stream. Sometimes it drops pretty fast, but I only have my chat open. Looking at things. Well, looking at the chat, so it doesn't eat up too much battery power. Oh, that is lovely stuff indeed. Bunch of ramp reduction. Lovely land, seeing that Castle Garenbrig to get Carnage or T-Rex at some point, I hope. But that definitely is what I'm looking for. I imagine we'll get to Regis or Alpha, even if we get interrupted here, of course. Hopefully one thing... Oh, we are seeing Mono Blue, potentially Mono Blue Spirits, and the shifting Ceratops. I mean, oh, that's the icing on the cake. If Huntmaster is sticking around, and if they don't counter Marauding Raptor. Appears like maybe they don't have a whole lot of lands. Okay, so they might do something nasty to Marauding. Hopefully that's not the case. Land, you can do it. Let it happen. That's alright. I thought it was worth a try. Maybe they would think, oh, something big is going to happen afterwards. That thing would have been shifting. Close, but shifting next turn, for sure. Imagine they got counter spells. As long as we land a shifting, we give it haste, they're probably dead. They're not going to outrace this. Nah, I'll just give shifting Shifting Haste with Huntmaster. Maybe they could flash in a spirit that might take out Huntmaster if I tried to get a little bit more damage on with it. And if I get another land next turn, that would mean Tyrannic Rex, so there it is. A flashy spirit that would have taken down Huntmaster. Hopefully they don't get a Lord. That would go a little bit downhill. The race is on. If I get another land, it's Tyrannic Rex, and it's probably over. Oh boy, yes please, let's go. Beautiful. They're dead right there. 8 plus 5, 13. Fantastic stuff. I can't block shifting because probably everything is blue. Dead. Oh boy, man, the ultimate scary creature-based deck against a usually scary creature-based deck. That is partly why I love shifting Ceratops. Starting off, I haven't faced spirits, mono blue, Azorius in quite some time, but you see how well you get the job done. My oh my. Maybe Tranquil Throwback. I could see that being pretty nice. Oh, Pterosaurus. Yes, that is absolutely the perfect time. Lovely timing. Ripjaw Raptor, you know, getting an early Ripjaw. If it's not counter, we just start swinging with this. The spirits are not, well, they're not nearly as strong as this. They'd either have to block and the spirits would die and I'd draw a card, or I just keep connecting through for 4 damage, which might be 2 spirits worth that maybe they don't even have yet. Of course, shifting and Carnage and Vanquisher's Banner. I could see myself trimming Vanquisher's Banner, bringing in the Tranquil Throwback to get rid of Curious Obsession and have a body. Lovely. Galta? Yeah, Galta could be good. I kind of like 2 Kogla and Yadaros. Yeah, okay. That's where it's at. Trim the Vanquishers, bring in a body. I could also get rid of the Curious Obsession that's drawing them a bunch of cards, and then just attack in with the 3/3 Tranquil Throwback that chances are might trade with most of their stuff. However, this is pretty tempting. There's a very good chance again I get something for 2 or something for 3 by turn 3 or turn 2, but definitely I like seeing the shifting. I'm going to give it a go even though it's not as fast as I would like. Oh, 100%. 4 life. Chances are you'll have an extra green to use that 4 life on, and boom. Tranquil Throwback. You stabilize a little bit and you're off to the races. However, a turn 1 Mausoleum Wanderer with the Curious Obsession is not a fun time. A double Mausoleum Wanderer might be it. I imagine they're going to sacrifice. One of them is going to sacrifice itself. The 1/1, of course. Gotta be. They're not letting this happen. So it is nice. We kind of pay 2 and we destroy a Mausoleum Wanderer. Oh, they let it happen. Well, that is very exciting stuff indeed. But yeah, maybe I do face aggro or burn or something, and the Tranquil Throwback tonight shows up pretty strong. I revealed Ripjaw just to make them think I don't have shifting, although the aggression they have right here is, well, it might do us in, unfortunately. Next turn, I imagine we're probably dead, especially with the Mutavault. Gotta be. Will we make something good happen? Is it going to be good enough? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll go with Shifting Ceratops and we'll see what happens, but that's got to be it. I think if they play a Lord, yeah, if they play 2 Spirits, definitely. That's it. Yeah. Can't get them all, but gonna get them this time. Definitely. I got a good feeling. Hopefully it's a little bit faster. But I did see Sunderherd Migration by turn 2, which is always nice. Huntmaster turn 2, Hasty Shifting, or Marauding plus Shifting Ceratops on turn 3. Always good, but at least a Shifting. Hasty, either way. Off to the races. That's a keeper. It's no Shifting, but it's the Huntmaster and 3 lands, one of them being Castle Garenbrig to get Carnage Tyrant, or Tranquil Throwback on turn 3 with the extra green. I destroy a Curious Obsession that they slapped on somebody. Now, Mausoleum Wanderer can't counter Tranquil Throwback. It is a creature, and its ability allows us to destroy an enchantment, so it might get around some things, potentially. I hope. No, they haven't done a whole lot. They're going to flash in somebody here, but at least we got Huntmaster. Oh, they have nothing for flash for 1. Or just nothing for 1. Okay, the Portable Hole. I mean, Tranquil Throwback will get us back. Oh, Typic Huntmaster. I almost played it there, but I wouldn't have had another green to do its ability. Oh. I think they could have Spell Queller. You know what? I'm going to pseudo-psycho Coglin Yadaro here to get back Huntmaster, and you can't counter that as an ability. Oh, this is good stuff. I like it. Don't think they can. Now, hey, we got another Huntmaster. Oh, and a Marauding. Well, gonna try for this, plus Shifting. Plus, Shifting will be able to give itself haste. Just hope they don't counter. Oh, there's the Spell Queller. I drew it out. So it is nice. We get the Huntmaster, we get the haste, and we're off to the races. Boom. Love it. Love it. There you go. That is how you do it against Azorius Spirits. That was good. Fantastic stuff. Boom. Oh, I forgot the boom. I'll get better at that. Pressing it right. Maybe when it happens. Perhaps I can program something right when their side explodes. It goes boom. Timed. They have brains too, yes. That was pretty cool, I must say. But again, Coglin Yadaro, that's an ability. There's not a lot of things that can counter an ability. There's a few things, but for the most part, it's uncounterable artifact and enchantment destruction. And you draw a card, you get Coglin Yadaro shuffled back into your library. We got the Huntmaster back on their turn, which meant it's going to be able to give haste to the Shifting we played. Drew the Marauding to draw out their Spell Queller, which I was thinking about. I was thinking, oh, I want to try playing Shifting Ceratops. I was able to, but then I was like, I sense a Spell Queller, and luckily it paid off. Yeah, it's not so scary. Sometimes there was that match, actually, I could link it. Maybe I'll link it. You guys might have seen it. I played Shifting Ceratops They went with a Spell Queller, and then I had another Shifting in hand, and I got to attack, and then I drew another one, I think, and well, it was all over after that. Punk, how's it going? It's been a little bit bumpy, however, I just destroyed Azorius Spirits, which is always quite fantastic. Always nice to be able to take them down. Would be nice with a bit better hand. It's definitely not doable. A very scary hand. Scary if I kept it. Oh, okay, much better indeed. That Galta could be nice, but again, it might be painful. They might have nasty stuff for marauding. I don't know what the opponent's on, of course, so mono black aggro, it seems. I imagine that's what it's going to be. Hopefully getting to Carnage Taunt. Hopefully marauding is safe because they have just a lot of cheap black-based creatures. Using that swamp to power up Evolved Sleeper here, perhaps. Or the classic Fatal Push. Doing good stuff as always. At least they're not super aggressive. It's not sometimes as nasty as Spirits, and of course we do have the potential to block whatever creatures they play because they're not flying. But hopefully something a little bit cheaper. Shifting Ceratops, Ripjaw Raptor, that sort of stuff. Yeah, with 5 lands in total. Beautiful. We have only creatures and lands. Gotcha. Oh, and we drew the Thunderherd Migration. Beautiful stuff. They would have discarded it. But now we get Carnage Taunt next turn. We'll be at 6. And there's not a whole lot they can do. Maybe they have Thoughtseize. That was picture perfect. However, we're seeing green. It could be Phyrexian Obliterator for 4 black, and then they have the green to get fight spells. I could discard a Carnage Taunt, go with the other one. I could discard a land to hope to draw the 6th, but I'm going to lock in 1 Carnage Taunt guaranteed. Hopefully Regis or Alpha hasty to, send the token against Liliana, but that is not happening. They're going to -2 if they don't make me just sacrifice it. Yeah, definitely -2. This has got to be Phyrexian Obliterator with the fight stuff. 100%. I'd be surprised if that wasn't the case. So we're gonna have to watch out if we make it through this. Of course, we've got Tyrannix Rex at any point, Carnage, Regisaur, basically anything. Can't play Galta, unfortunately. Power up the Evolved Sleeper, give it Death Touch when they sink a little bit more mana into it with its ability. Then they're going to fight, perhaps. Primal Might. Oh, Assassin's Throne. Okay. Not so bad. We still have a bunch of lands to grab, which is quite nice. Always nice having quite a few if you run into Field of Ruin or something that destroys your things, and maybe Vanquisher's Banner is the thing that saves us, perhaps. Hopefully drawing a dinosaur next turn. Hopefully Vanquisher's Banner shows up at least a little bit here, but Evolved Sleeper is really going to chip away. I definitely cross my fingers for a dino next turn. Don't have any card to discard. Beautiful. Dino. Oh, Tyrannix Rex. Rex the opponents. 7 for a 9/9 trample, haste, ward 4. Beautiful, beautiful stuff indeed. Take her out and hope they don't make us sacrifice it. Yes. Go time. Get her done. Hope they don't have another Liliana. That would be rough. Hopefully we're safe from the Evolved Sleeper. If they have fighting, they could just kill a T-Rex. Assassin's Trophy for 2 plus the ward 4 cost. Ooh, that was okay. I mean, with all that card draw, there's definitely a good chance they will get another one of her. Yeah, we got a slim chance here. Might get there. Gotta be Ripjaw, though. Hopefully draw at least another body. That's not gonna do it. Close, but no cigar. However, fighting with Inscription, taking out some of their Death Touch stuff. Although, I do think we dodged Phyrexian Obliterator. Just didn't land big enough stuff early enough. Still want to keep Vanquisher's Banner, though. Possibly Tranquil Throwback. Maybe taking out Phyrexian Arenas. Perhaps they have other enchantments, but we certainly didn't see that. Maybe it is just Phyrexian Arena. From Galta, at least. And Tranix Rex. Bring in the fighting. Actually, I'm going to bring in Kogla and Yadaro. Yeah. Alright, a wee bit more interaction. Hopefully seeing Vanquishers. It was pretty nice, I must say. Making Tranix Rex even scarier than it already is a beautiful sight indeed. Oh, I love it. We got that interaction, marauding, 2 things for 2 really with Thunderherd Migration, and able to stably go with this, hoping they don't Thoughtseize or Duress. Oh, phew. Good. Beautiful, beautiful stuff indeed. I love it. Continue with the forest again. We need double green for Ripjaw Raptor. Probably Craig Crown or... Oh, okay, we're doing good stuff with that. I imagine they'd have removal for Marauding, but maybe not Ripjaw. It could be Assassin's Trophy, of course, so either one might just die. Okay. Maybe things are good. That's alright. Yeah, I saw a green and a black. Or maybe they still have Assassin's Trophy and they're saving it for something bigger that can't be hit by Fatal Push. Ooh, Liliana is not fun. I guess Inscription of Abundance, yeah. Yeah, definitely Inscription. I want to try for Vanquisher's Banner next turn. Oh, definitely want to go Vanquisher's Banner. Still only need 1 source of red. We got it with Karplusan Forest. Yes, please. Now hopefully they don't go Assassin's Trophy on that. Cross your fingers. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now the question becomes Ripjaw or Regisaur. I'm thinking Ripjaw. I must say, it would have been nice to go Huntmaster plus Ripjaw here. Well, we draw a card. That's good. That's good. Can't attack, unfortunately, because Glissa has first strike. We'll have to sacrifice somebody here. I'm going to be the token for sure. Oh, okay. Well, that's alright. Oof, that's not alright. Unfortunately. We're entering a staring contest. They're going to -6 with Liliana, I would imagine, and no, just didn't draw a Dino there. That would have been ideal. Being able to play pretty much anything we would have drawn. Would have been able to make up to 6 green. 6 green and 1 red. I'll let him destroy Vanquisher's Banner there. Oh, okay. I thought it was destroy enchantment or artifact. It is only destroy enchantment. Ouch. Creature. Dino. Let's go. Okay, hey, it is a Dino. I like it. And we get to go Regisaur Alpha. Oh, that is good too. Very nice indeed. Would have been nice to go Marauding as well, but hey, that's alright. Marauding, send it at Liliana. Send everything her way. Definitely. Everything trades with Kalatis if they wanted to use Kalatis to block. I'm alright with that. And stuff sticking around. Hopefully that works out. They gotta be doing a -6 for Liliana or Shieldred. Shieldred plus Liliana's ability. Well, this is gonna get a painful turn right here. I have to read Shieldred's ability. They could flip it this turn. Each opponent destroy up to one creature or planeswalker that player controls. It's got to be all the stuff. Got to keep the lands. Nuts. Good stuff. Let's get the hasty Regisaur. Or shifting. Or Tyrannix Rex. Yeah, two Maraudings. Rough. At least I just get to play both of them. Phew. We have no cards to discard, and that's alright by me. Scavenging Ooze is going to get very big, though, I must say. Inscription of Abundance to fight and take out Glissa Sunslayer. That is going to be nice. I would like to pressure Liliana. I'll attack Liliana and we'll see what happens. See what they do. Can I kick it fully? Okay. I didn't kick it. I put the 2 counters on that Marauding. Okay. Save 1 Marauding guaranteed because they'd sink a bunch of mana into the Scavenging Ooze. So we're left with something, at least. Hopefully buys us enough time, although the next True Scriptures, when this happens, they put all... Oh no, I don't want that. Okay, what am I thinking? I should have read that because it's definitely over. Yeah, the True Scriptures, the final part of that, they put all creatures from all graveyards, ours and theirs, onto the battlefield under their control. No thank you. Okay, Tranquil Frillback. I must say, that would have been nice. Yeah, just nasty Golgari Midrange. Doing the trick. Ouch. Alright, Dimir Control coming up. I must say it was weird to face him like almost six times in a row. Sprinkled that Rakdos Midrange right in the middle there. SLZ. Diamond 1. Hopefully we can play spoiler to them, because this hand looks like a pretty good spoiler for that, to ruin their chances. 2 things for 2, of course, Thunderherd, the stable, ramping. Oh, this could be Angels, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not the case, but again, Marauding, not going to power anything out that I have at the moment. But it seems like we will get to that Vanquisher's banner quite nicely. Hopefully it's not Angels. I don't have anything that stops Lifegain in the list. Angels, of course, not very common, that's for sure. But another Thunderherd, I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. Getting tons of lands, getting to Carnage turn next turn. Although I might still do a little bit of setup with Vanquisher's banner. We'll see how things are. So it is Angels. Okay. Oof. Galta, though. Let me think. You know what? Carnage Count and Beside You. Because I might get to go Vanquishers next turn. Plus Galta. If I have a total of 7. If I get another land, I could, do a Vanquishers and Galta, or some combination of stuff depending what I draw. Looks like Collected Company is coming up, possibly on our turn. Excuse me, I would imagine on our turn. Well, it's going to be Galta instead. Power up the Marauding Raptor at least, get it to 4, and maybe trade with whatever comes down from that Collected Company. If Marauding goes down, I get to safely go with Huntmaster. Hopefully the hits aren't too bad. That's going to be rough. Double Righteous Valkyrie, they're getting to just below 27. They would have powered stuff up. This is nice. This is nice. Well, that's not so nice. Okay. We're not done for quite yet. Certainly Angels is not common. Maybe it's going to be a little bit more common in Diamond. This is the first time I've faced Selesnya Angels in, I want to say, 2 weeks. That definitely does the trick. You're not coming back from 57 life. Yikes. Yeah, fighting interaction, Inscription of Abundance, Kogla and Yadaro, 100%. We don't have anything that stops Lifegain, but we will be fighting the Righteous Valkyries to hopefully slow that down a little bit, or the Bishop of Wings. Whatever makes the most sense. We're going to take them out. Of course, this Metropolis Reformer, fantastic new addition, as Tranquil Frillback was. 3 for a 6/7 flying vigilance. They get hexproof, so if you had discard things like Thoughtseize, you couldn't target them. And when it's dealt damage, they gain that much life. Oh my goodness, I think that is a fantastic thing. I'm going to have to keep Giant Cindermaw or Rampaging Ferocidon, or both, potentially. You've been playing Angels. Okay, well, nuts. Dr. Zooks, how's it going? Yeah, but of course, dinos. They have 2 different dinos at the same cost that shut down Lifegain. I might tweak some things. Yeah, super Lifegain hates. Of course, Rampaging Ferocidon and Giant Cindermaw, they might just be nice for aggression overall. They're cheap creatures, decent bodies, hopefully played for less with the cost reduction, and then the upside is just dumpstering anything that focuses on Lifegain. Oh boy. I see that monkey. Skyclave Apparition, the Bane. Getting rid of Rampaging Ferocidon, usually. I don't like to play 2 Rampagings, so draw it out. Of course, I usually don't attack with Rampaging Ferocidon, because... Oh wait, Train Extracts. Sometimes that wins me against Angels. Gotta trim some stuff here, quick. Galta, maybe. Vanquisher's banner it is. Okay. Yeah, gotta lock in the changes. Yes, Pterosaurus. Maybe your aggro-inspired dino list. I'll spruce it up. Perhaps tomorrow night. Almost an instant win. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's getting worse. The tears, the lemon. You'll see all kinds of variations. It's gonna happen. Well, we got to something good. Took a couple mulligans, unfortunately. Got marauding and a piece of interaction. Might not be enough oomph to get the job done, but we'll give her a go. Yeah, a very aggressive list. I just love the big scary dinos so much. You know what? I'm going to go for Thunderherd Migration. Maybe they have Portable Hole or something that would deal with marauding. And I just get one land closer to a fully kicked Inscription of Abundance. Giada. Oh, I was thinking Giada too. It's like, oh, maybe I should go with... Actually, no, I can still go marauding and fight her. She dies. Don't ask questions. Kill her on sight. And hopefully that slows him down. I like it. At the very least, it stops them from going Collected Company this turn. They would have had 4 with Giada. Ooh. Another land, we would have been able to go with this to fight Righteous Valkyrie, which certainly would have been ideal. Of course, I'm just going to attack with absolutely everything. I don't care if one of these things dies. If Righteous Valkyrie dies, that is good. Okay, they could pop off next turn. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Thought I was hearing a mouse or something, but might have just been the music coming through the headset. Or just one of my fans I might have to replace in my computer. That's pretty good aggression with Regis or Alpha, still. Okay. Regis Valkyrie probably is going to win them here. They're going to get a little bit too much. Yeah, Resplendent Angel. No, that's not happening. Gain a bunch of life. Another angel enters at the end of turn and they gain a bunch more, and well, can't get it done sometimes. Especially when you have nothing to shut down the main part of a particular deck. Computer's getting a little bit hot. I might have to open the window. It does get a little bit hot if I make my thumbnail and then I leave my computer on, for quite some time. But sometimes I'm making the thumbnail just before I start the stream and it doesn't have too much of a chance to get hot. It's kind of contained here. There's not the best airflow, which I definitely want to improve it somehow. Now I'm really thinking. Go nice and aggro with Rampaging Frostodon to start. Not have to worry about Selesnya Angels. If I face Selesnya Angels again right here, I know what I'm doing after I'm done the stream, that's for sure. Or maybe I just build an aggressive dino list live for you guys. Maybe even after this match, perhaps. Not too shabby, yes. Oh, okay. Definitely very enticing indeed. However, Mono Green Devotion, we'll see what we can get done. Of course, not nearly as fast as I would like, but hey. It's not too explosive. I've certainly seen worse starts for mono green, but I imagine they're going to barf a little bit too much next turn. If they don't, I think we'll definitely have gotten lucky. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. They don't have any Nykthos, which is nice. Oh, I like it. Oh my goodness. Where's the sweeper when you need it? Of course, it's not in the list whatsoever. But Ripjaw. Ripjaw I do like. Maybe deterring some aggression. Although I imagine they're going to flip Polychronos this turn, at least. Or the classic. Ooh, excuse me. Storming the festival. Ooh, that's got to be it right there. And then I think oh yeah, she can still use her ability. We're not busting through that. No siree. Now, where's Damping Sphere when you need it? Make a Nykthos tap for one colorless. I have been toying with that idea, but like I was saying, it's not been a lot of mono green. Lots of control, but you know, you can get pockets of anything where it's the same type of deck back to back to back, and certainly control is quite nice. If we're not doing a whole lot, their counter spells, their kill spells are just sitting there, and then eventually we get to enough where we just barf things and they can't handle it because their counter spells do nothing, and sometimes they can't even target the stuff. However, mono green devotion. Galta certainly I would like to see. Ripjaw, well, could be nice to draw some stuff, but a lot of their stuff is bigger than Ripjaw, and that's not doing a whole lot. Tranquil Throwback, maybe to get rid of an artifact. Of course, if it is Portal to Phyrexia, making us sacrifice 3 creatures. Now they already get that effect. No way around it. Yeah. Ripjaw it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it in. I'm going to keep things as is. Hope for something more explosive. Now that I know what it is, I'll perhaps be a little bit more risky, depending what we see. Knowing they don't have tons of early interaction. Ugh. Okay, well, it's no source of red for marauding, but it certainly could be a lot worse. I think we'll get there. Stomping Ground. Mountain. Ugh, that's not a mountain. I'll hopefully get a red source next turn. Rough. We're getting lands. We might get to shifting before we get to marauding or huntmaster, which is kind of funny. Oh, literally can't play anything. Yes. Sometimes you don't see your source of red when, well, you roughly have enough. Maybe I can up it a little bit. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Certainly seems like enough. 14 sources. I think it might be 14 sources of red. I'm pretty sure. Certainly a less basics, which allows for the increase of dual lands, which is nice. Ooh, okay, that's where it's at. Oh, the best and worst thing, joy, 100%. However, Shelter Thicket is very nice to start. Of course, no turn 1 plays, at least with this variation. Oh, are we seeing Selesnya Angels again? Is this the second outing against it? If this is Selesnya Angels, win or lose, afterwards I'll whip up an aggressive dino list. Oh, it is. Okay, well, that's solved. You guys are going to see some live deck building right here. Would have liked another land, of course, but that's not how it goes. Hopefully they haven't done too much next turn. We're going 3 Rampaging Frostodon, maybe 4 Rampaging Frostodon, 4 Giant Cindermaw, maybe in the sideboard. Start off with Rampage. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, at least we get shifting. That's a body. Good with anybody. It's not going to do a whole lot. No. Hey, it was quick. You always got to look at the silver lining. Man. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I'll just keep it as is like before. Maybe some interaction again could have been nice, but you saw didn't really do a whole lot when I fought the Giada from the other opponent with Selesnya Angels. Yeah. It's definitely a change. Again, I've didn't face it once in Platinum. Not once. And the fact we're seeing it twice, of course it could just be unluckiness, but I think it is something. Live deck building, Dr. Zooks. Yes, after this, it's going to be Lifegain hate, as I've done in the past. Possibly with, some non-dino Lifegain hate. Roiling Vortex is lovely stuff. I used that. Before Giant Cindermaw was released, I paired Rampaging Frostodon and Roiling Vortex just because I disliked it that much. However, we're going to ramp with Marauding. Going to get the Vanquisher's Banner next turn quite fantastically, and that is going to be lovely stuff. Hopefully they haven't done too much. But yes. Lifegain hate aggro dinos. Possibly using Rampaging Raptor, also the new one from March of the Machine. We'll see. Definitely keep that Besaju on hand. I just hope we don't get flooded. I mean, we've certainly been mana screwed quite a bit, and then, yeah, flooded. Yeah. Hopefully no collected company at least. Buy ourselves another turn-ish. Hopefully Regis or Alpha give everybody haste and just keep drawing a bunch of stuff. Well, that's not a dino. Vanquisher's Banner again, and hopefully they don't have enough power to get the job done next turn. Yeah. Okay. I might consider that. Maybe not for tonight. I'll just stick to something super fast. It'll be kind of like a game. I'll build the list as fast as I possibly can. Kind of like a race, I guess. I just want to see a bunch of card draw with Vanquisher's Banner here. Even though we're dead 100%, there's no getting out of this. Absolutely. Let's see a dino. 66. Oh, there it is. Yeah, like I say, it's not going to go too well. No, don't go with Castle Garenbrig. I still have some sources of red for Regisaur Alpha. Just make as much mana as possible, draw as much stuff, bing bang boom, and hope it's not too... Ouch. Yeah. Okay. Live Lifegain hate coming up. I'm not going to be losing to Angels nearly as much. Again, like the Skyclave Apparition and maybe a few other hate pieces. They can stop us, but yeah, that's we're bringing the pain to them. I have to delete some deck though. I'm at the maximum, and I guess Merfolk. I was fiddling around with what a Merfolk deck in Explorer might look like. I wasn't going to play it, but just curious. Okay. The timer is on. Actually, got to switch the deck view. 1 second. Traditional Explorer, let's go. Life Hate Great. I like the name of that. Yes. Okay, where? Definitely Marauding Huntmaster. I like to take the basic lands out just completely because I never use that much, and yeah, it's just a habit at this point. Rampaging Ferocidon. Again, maybe Giant Cindermaw. I think one Rampaging is probably enough. Let's see other stuff that makes people not gain life. The apostrophe kind of is funny on Arena. I'm not exactly sure how to say can't gain life. So usually I just put in can gain life. That does the trick most of the time. Sort by not collected, just in case there is some new edition that I happen to not open or be aware of. Call in a professional. Well, that is something I considered. Instant speed damage to any target. 3 damage. Not the greatest. Damage can't be prevented this turn, which could get around maybe some minor things, but players can't gain life. Of course, it was deals 4 damage to any target. That would be lovely to take out the Righteous Valkyrie. Starts off at 4 toughness, so not that. Tybalt, Rakish Instigator. That could be a pretty good thing, actually. I don't even have a copy for more of the Spark, but just a single? Yeah, let's do that. No, what am I thinking? I don't want to do that. Quakebringer? No. Rolling Vortex, let me think. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Rolling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. So it could bring the pain to 5 color Fires of Invention if they're not paying anything. Very nice indeed. They don't gain a whole lot of life. Tybalt Dinos, well, maybe. Again, if I'm -2 with Marauding out, the devil dies. I get to do 1 damage to something that's not very good, but... And being a Planeswalker, they can target it with their Flying Angels, and it might not have much to block the flying damage, and this would go down pretty quick for sure. Yeah, I'll just put Giant Cindermaw in the sideboard. Let's do it. Anything else? A Tarkus Command, that's definitely a Battle Hate. Oh, yes. Dr. Gazooks. That is. You remove the last battle point of damage or whatever it is, the last battle counter, and yeah, you exile the battle, and then you can cast the other side if you want to. Ooh. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. That's very good. Very good. But yeah, Tarka's Command. Super aggro Tarka's. Kind of like a Tarka's Red. Lots of little creatures. Of course, mine are certainly costlier. And creatures you control get +1/+1 in reach. So we block the Flying Angels. I haven't tried Tarka's Command too much against Selesnya Angels, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, like that. Actually, you know what? No Giant Cinder Moths. We're going to start off with that as well. We're going full hate here. Rampaging Raptor? Yes, please. Let's go. Thunder Migration as well. Regis or Alpha, of course. Getting pretty close to the end. Of course, we'll put the classic stuff. Where's the big scary dinos? Carnage Taunt. Tranix Rex if we face control, of course. Shifting Ceratops? Maybe. You know what? Let's start off with Shifting. Give us a little bit of a chance against aggro and whatnot. Have another creature that is pretty cheap. Yeah, I like that. Get going with the lands here. I should probably up it to 2 mountains at least. Maybe go 3 and 3 just because I have so much stuff early on that requires red, and Cindermaw, Rampaging Frostdown could be fully reduced, and I would only be able to spend red mana on them. I might have a bunch of green and not be able to play, you know, one of these. Perhaps they're fully reduced. I've used up my red mana already on Marauding Raptor, and being able to play this could be the deciding factor. If I get it down, I stop the life gain the next turn, but if it's just sitting in hand, of course they pop off and gain a bunch. Now that would be rough. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Castle Garambig, possibly I don't need this at all. Of course, I'm not starting off with the big scary dinos that, you know, the 6 green really helps to cast. I'll do just 3 for now. Carplucin, 100%. Rockfall Vale, maybe. Could see that. I'll be playing Giant Cindermaw and Rampaging by turn 3 at the earliest, so if Rockfall Vale is the 3rd land, I like it. I like it. Yeah. Right, I'll be back in 1 second. Let you guys peruse that. I'll add a little bit more into the sideboard, but yeah, back in a sec. Alrighty. What did I miss? Actually, I should... Oh, we're down to 1%. 1%. My phone might die. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But if I'm not chatting with you guys, it's because I can't read it. Okay, but I was thinking. I'm going to trim Castle Garenbrig. And I'm going to bring in 4 Secluded Courtyard. Yes, please. That is going to be lovely stuff. Now that's going to increase the consistency. Of course it doesn't... It's not as nice as Castle Garenbrig, but it just helps everything early on. I love it. I love it. Back to nature, though. Definitely. That's going in the sideboards, as I've loved in the past. I expect I'll probably see some more 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation, that sort of stuff. Maybe I want Ripjaw. I'm going to go with a Sweeper, actually. I think there could also be a good chance of some aggro here. But again, maybe it's just populated by lots of Selesnya. Okay, that's where it's at. Maybe tweaking it a little bit, but both playsets, Rampaging Giant Cindermaw and Atarka's Command, 12 things that stop life gain, because that was rough stuff. Pretty much no chance, unfortunately. However, we got a much better chance now, that's for sure. Life hate is great. I'll try at least one match here. Maybe until my phone dies. I should be able to get one in, I would think. Pop and coffee. Gets the job done. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. 3 lands, more Ramp of Thunderherd, Marauding turn 2, Rampaging Raptor on turn 3. Oh, beautiful. Don't have a turn 1 play again, so Rockfall Vale, 100%. Watch it be Dimir Control. Right as I said it, the Underground River appears. Well, I imagine they have Fatal Push. We'll play it safe with Thunderherd Migration here, and we'll get a land. Darn. Perhaps I probably brought in so much life gain hate that the algorithm's like, oh, we can't make this person face Selesnya Angels. Oh. That would be funny if that's the way it works. Of course it's not. I'll try for both Maraudings. I imagine one's going to get countered or killed. Maybe both of them get answered, of course. But that probably means that Rampaging can maybe enter safely next turn, or just Regis or Alpha if I draw another card. Possibly Regis or plus Atarka's Command if I get a 5th land. Supercharged Marauding Raptor there. Oh boy, we've got options. Let me think. I say just Marauding Raptor. Then I still have enough for Atarka's. Yeah. Now potentially I could play, or could have played Rampaging, but then gone full control, Atarka's Command to get Rampaging to 5 toughness and surviving their things. Oh, there's the first one. Phew. Okay. Try for Rampaging Raptor now. See what it draws out. Okay, I like it. I don't like it. Hey, one less piece of removal, one less thing that's going to stop Regis or Alpha from doing stuff. But again, it is pretty funny. right when I bring in the thing against a thing, I don't see the thing. I see the thing that originally I would have brought the pain against. With Shifting and Carnage and Tyrannix Rex, I don't do a whole lot of stuff early with what I was just playing. And again, if I'm not doing a whole lot of stuff, they're not doing a whole lot. They got counter spells and kill spells that just sit there. Hopefully a 5th land next turn for Regisaur. Oh, we got the job done. Well, well, well. That was fantastic. However, don't need a Tarkus command. Don't need Giant Cindermaw. 100% Carnage turns. Tyrannix Rex. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I kind of like this though. Flame Sweep is enough interaction, I would hope. There's no targeted removal, but I would imagine there's enough bodies that just, bring the pain aggro related game 1. Maybe you keep them all in game 2, depending what you're up against. Yeah. Yeah, I like the looks of that. I was thinking the Tarkus command could be a nice surprise against all their flying rogues. Not all of them are flying, but quite a bit. Taking out a bunch, potentially. But I think we'll get the job done with Shifting and the big scary dinos that just returned. I'm just surprised my phone is still going. The infinite 1%. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. Gonna have to minimize the screen and check the chat on the computer itself pretty soon, I expect. Well, guess we just land enough bodies. We fire off the cheaper stuff and they don't have anything they can do with the slightly bigger thing. Of course, 2 bodies with Regisaur Alpha, always lovely, as a lot of you guys have probably experienced. Well, Shieldred's Edict, they can name non-token, and then you would have to sacrifice Regisaur Alpha, but for the most part, just having a bunch of bodies. A 2-in-1 that gives everything else haste is pretty sweet. What are they wondering about? Took them quite a while there. Interesting. I think Giant Cindermaw and Rampaging Frostodon is probably enough Lifegain hate I could take out a Tarkus, even though lots of stuff is cheap. So there's a pretty good case for it. Of course, there's a whole deck that revolves around it. And other burn spells, of course. Certainly been quite some time since I've had Rampaging Frostodon in. The odd time getting caught off by Selesnya Angels. Oh, you face it once one week and once the next week. Yeah. Huh. They're sad that they lost to dinos, perhaps. That's all I can bet. Oh, hey. Pterosaurus Dino Sour. I got the perfect thing for that. Oh, nice, fresh. That always makes me want lemonade, even though I can't see it. I don't have a secondary monitor to watch how things look, but oh, that was the best lemon video I could find so far. Hopefully I can find one that kind of the background is a little bit better than that, but for the most part you see it all. I really had to fiddle with the chroma key, or might have been a luma key, whatever, to take away the black that video was filmed on, and just enough that it didn't also remove too much of the lemons, but it didn't leave a lot of the black background. Hey, it's something you don't see every day. I imagine most people would be, well, there we go. But just the fact you see something you basically never see. You might only see once, just because it is so uncommon. You're like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Never really faced that before. But, of course, I'll end it there. It's a positive note, not the best back and forth, but dinos are so scary against Dimir Control. Sometimes all it takes is to see those bodies, and they're done for. But yeah, just because my phone is at 1%, my goodness. I'll show you guys. Actually, I don't think I've ever shown you what the chat looks like. Oh. As I go to show you, it craps out, completely dead. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Yes. Have a good night, a good morning, evening, afternoon, whenever it is you are watching. Sometimes you don't get her done. That's alright. Stick with it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Have a good night and a good rest of your time zone wherever you are watching, and I'll move myself back a little bit. Oh, I'm a little bit too big. Don't want to cover the card text tomorrow too much. I check it before I start, just in case I did other stuff. Nope, not that. There we go. All right. Peace. Have a good one. See you next time.